Fans and friends, I am here today with Miss Kylie, and many of you will recognize her from programs you may have come to before at the library, parks you may have visited where she's been represented in the library. She is the usual camera person behind Miss Eileen's Who Is show, though I'm not involved in that, but it's just what I've heard and when I watch it. So we're here today, and Miss Kathy's here too. Say hi, Miss Kathy.
Hi, Miss Kathy.
Yeah, we're here today because Kylie had shared something with me for a project she had for school. Now, you go to school at the University of Pittsburgh.
Yes,
right.
I just finished my second year.
Just finished your second year yesterday.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So, you had to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you majoring in at Pitt?
Oh, so my major is in digital narrative and interactive design, and this was like this was my last project for like that major course.
Okay, in digital narrative,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell us a little more what that is?
Yeah, so like the gist of what I've been studying in the major is storytelling, but like how to bring stories to life using like hardware and computers and stuff. So
I just got goosebumps,
yeah.
And not because it's freezing in here, which it is, but but how wonderful that is.
It was very fun. Like for my first project, I took the script for Shrek and I rearranged all the characters' dialogue and like based them on new neighbors that they had and stuff.
Oh.
And if they were in the same scene, they would speak to each other. It was fun.
And how wonderful. And your haircut looks stunning, by the way.
Okay.
But I mean, story is so important. And there are so many ways. And the ways that we've told stories have evolved.
Mm-hmm.
But the old ways of storytelling haven't been replaced. Like they're still out there too. And so these new developments in storytelling just enhance and expand the audiences that can listen to stories and the ways in which we can tell stories. And more people can tell stories. Mm-hmm. So what the assignment for this project was to do what?
Yeah, so this was our final project of the year, and we were each given in the class an Arduino kit, and essentially it has kind of like a motherboard thing, and then wires and buttons and LEDs and motors and stuff, and you just kind of you can do whatever you want.
They just gave it to you.
Yeah, and
said, "Here, make some magic."
Yeah, the idea was you had to take a children's story and bring some part of it to life. And I was like, oh.
And when you did, and we are going to show the video. This video is in this movie here. Wow, did you bring this to life? I mean, this is incredible. And if you don't know already, this is Sing and Dance in Your Polka Dot Pants, written and illustrated by Eric Litwin. Mm-hmm. And just point out the characters there.
Okay, so this was our main character, Hazelnut. She's on her stage now, but I had her on the motor, and she was rotating back and forth.
Which you will see, and you're going to love it. It's unbelievable.
To each character. And this is her little brother, Wally Nut, and Mama Nut, and Papa Nut, and Grandma Nut, who kind of helps bring the events of the story together.
She does, and the way that you retell this story is also, I mean, it makes it a new story as well, you know, because you refer to, like, I love the Papa Nut, what he's doing dad things, like talking about politics with his neighbors and doing the crossword. And I just feel, and the way you added a Mr. Litwin song, is there anything you want to share about this, or what hopes do you have for adapting other stories, or are you going to do your own stories? What do you envision doing next?
I know my professors are working on like actually bringing this project like to middle schools and like other I haven't told anybody yet, but they're going to be contacting this library to
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because I told them how excited we were.
This is just incredible. But, and give a shout out to your professor.
Oh, I had two professors this semester. I love them. I had Dr. Fitz. She's kind of like the English counterpart. And I had Dimitri. And Dimitri taught me how to program.
And how wonderful to bring those two elements together in a new and fresh way of telling stories. And this is a recent book. Like you said, it was published in 2015, I think. Yeah. But this book is definitely going to be a classic.
Oh, yeah.
And it is. And you've brought it to life in such a refreshing and wonderful way.
Okay.
So thank you, Miss Kylie, for sharing this. Thank you for keeping. I just love it. This is one of my favorite stories because, you know, little Wally was being a pain in the,
in the Wally nut.
In the Wally nut, man. And so, my friends, we will now present to you Miss Kylie's final presentation for her fabulous storytelling and technology class from the University of Pittsburgh. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kylie Doherty, and this is my project, Ain't No Party Like a Polka Dot Party, because a polka dot party don't stop. So it's based off this book. It is The Nuts, Sing and Dance in Your Polka Dot Pants. It was written by Eric Litwin in 2015, and the reason that I chose it at all is because I use it a lot at my local library during our summertime programs, and the kids always have a lot of fun with it because it's a really fun book to just sing and dance and have fun. But it's also really important because it's a reminder that sometimes you just need to like let loose and kind of let go of the stresses of daily life and just have fun dancing in your polka dot pants. So rather than trying to summarize it, I feel like it's necessary to kind of take you a little bit through the story, only because with each character interaction it builds to this sort of grand finale. So one day we start with our protagonist, and her name is Hazelnut. And like you already know, it's the best story that you've ever heard because of that name. And Hazelnut wrote a song. So one day she turned to her little brother, Wallynut, also aptly named, and she said, "Hey, Wallynut, I wrote a song, and I would love to sing and dance along with you in our polka dot pants." And she said, "Wallynut, would you like to play with me?" But Wallynut was like, not a chance. You see, Wallynut was busy doing Wallynut things, like being a little brother, playing with his Lego set, like hanging out, and he didn't have time for his older sister. So Hazelnut looked at Wallynut and decided no, he can't do that. So she turned to Mama Nut, and she said, "Hey, Mama Nut, I wrote a song, and I would love to sing and dance along with you in our polka dot pants. So Mama Nut, would you sing along with me?" But Mama Nut said, not a chance. You see, Mama Nut was busy doing things that Mama Nut enjoyed. She was doing chores, she was cooking and cleaning. She liked doing those things, so it was fine. But Mama Nut didn't have time in this scenario to hang out with Hazelnut, and she's beginning to get a little upset. So she turns to Papa Nut, and she says, "Hey, Papa Nut, I wrote a song, and I would love to sing and dance along with you in our polka dot pants. So Papa Nut, would you dance with me?" But Papa Nut said, not a chance. You see, Papa Nut was doing Papa Nut things, like the daily crossword puzzle and yelling at his neighbors about politics, so he didn't have time to hang out with Hazel. So at this point, Hazel was kind of getting frustrated with her family. She was like, "All I really want to do is hang out with you guys and sing and dance in our polka dot pants, so what am I supposed to be doing?" But she had one more person in her life that she could turn to. So one day, Hazelnut turned to Grandma Nut, and she said, "Hey, Grandma Nut, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I wrote a song, and I would love to sing and dance along with you and everybody else in our polka dot pants, but nobody's giving me the time of day. So Grandma Nut, would you please dance with me?" And Grandma Nut had to ponder for a little bit, but ultimately said, "Yes, it's time to get my groove on." And it just so happened that Eric Litwin wrote a song for the occasion. That is my project. Ain't no party like a polka dot party, because a polka dot party don't stop. Clearly, because I don't know how to make it stop. Thank you.
All right, if we can applaud.
Is that the most super coolest thing you've ever seen? I am so grateful to work in this place. I am so grateful for people like Kylie. I am so grateful for people like you. Hey, good looking. Thank you.